Larry, we had your pre-fight instructions. In the dressing room, shake hands good. Luck, nice moment for Larry Holmes won. Based on things so even though the early rounds where he wants to make his mark. Here we go, Larry Holmes dancing around. Holmes said to us something hasn't had. In the other fights, right hand by holes. And landing and punching now see when he gets on the inside Butterbean can land. A few things he lands in there a long time if he's a banger bucked it with his jab. I think his legs are defying him a little and he just missing there with Butterbean. Holmes started out looking like, oh, there's the right, what did it do to Butterbean? He's still coming. I'll put them together coming fast being able to make his entrance as he takes a shot and then lands behind the head into the neck area. Only what it showed more ding was the lack of balance, and when you're 52 you're going to take some time off in the fight. A Holmes to come in but B knock him. Applause. Out right hand over and right hand in there and a backhand by Butterbean showing that he'll have to land a very high. Butterbean is there and they're both waiting on their shots. And I'm not sure you could give that. We're on two entirely different skill levels. Yes, precisely there, but he may not have did home, but it was short. That one got their right hand lead. Her Beald shakes his head rounds and very nearly won that fight. Did beat Ray Mercer at the age of 42, who is now he could at the end of the fight then do what he has done on other occasions when he's lost. Telling shot, look at that. Right hand lead. B says that's right. Man, well, that replay is this fight in microcos where Larry Holmes in the white trunks, Butterbean in the stars and stripes. Now Larry Holmes is mixing up his jabs. Well, you know now concession to Butterbean, the big experience concession from Butterbean to holes. Well, now you know what he's had. He would land one shot and effectively turn the fight in. Ended a minute left to go. Holmes controlling this round. Jabs, right hands, Butter. It's kind of like watching a Nero Wolfa show unfold. There's mysteries here. Why this fight? I would think of Butterbean also knows. Let's hear what their applause saying. The jab in B has to regroup. He gambles and takes his one shot. He throw his right hand without waiting for Larry Holmes. Now starting there's a little swelling and some redness around the left eye. Butterbean, maybe even a cut. Dave, that's the jab. Be well for Butterbean, and it makes him have to gamble more. Butterbean clubbing the right eye of Larry Holmes. Here comes Butterbean. He's railing away. Now there's that windmilling. So here in round 5, cut over the eye of Butterbean, and the redness is a target, and now they dang head Butterbean's coming in the way. He has to come in. Those heads are clashing, but again, a good round for Larry Holmes. Nothing to worry about. Got more pun, you got to be more. They were both leaning forward, saw some heads come together. Here's Butterbean coming in. There are the heads right there. 10-rounder. Larry Holmes throws a right hand with some power. In that ring, he's trash talking outcome on, among other things, yeah, perhaps more. Salty L left is emboldened, and now he's got Holmes in the corner, lands it right to the body, but he steps right back. He knows there's Larry Holmes. A swelling big right hand by Holmes. That sweet shot, and Butter. Crowds encouraging him. You can feel Larry Holmes wants to land something really solid against Butterbean here a little bit. That would have been a good idea earlier. So round 6 comes to a conclusion. Larry Holmes jab against an unprotected eye, and the right hand no match. Get out, get some. That water is now way past the territory he's ever been in. He's never gone past for Larry Holmes when it's a big assignment for Butterbean to close ground on its usually younger fighter, who makes the older fighter use his legs. This case, Larry Holmes making the crowd chanting. Larry Holmes is here with the idea of a certain attachment to Larry Holmes, and he has parlayed his 4-round success into a has the movement, has the right hand behind it, or Butterbean. He has to close ground cheaply, and then try to get off, lost in. This big, powerful heavyweight, however, limited his skills and finds a way to pepper him with the jab in the straight right hand. It's not bad for a 52. I may be running out for Butterbean unless he can land something. Big finds himself in a longer fight that he expected to be applause. In great remember fighter that could have that this nice right hand by home, he is not really hurt not to go for BR. You can get a lot out of the fight by swarming, by being in it and firing punches. Counter right hand better to lose by a knockout in which you took the stand. The worst scenario is like their style almost halfway through this round. There's Butterbean rushing in. If you can't catch a 52Y old guy who takes 5 steps back, I got to tell you, you're not doing a very good job. Is a lot bigger. So Butterbean got his wish in terms of the size of this ring, but they have not really done much. There's another one too. To the head of Butterbean has to reload and then fire in there. A tough road for him. B round 8 is coming to a close, and it does with a very music applause. Win this fight is knock him out. You got to knock that man out. He didn't hear it. More said to Larry Holmes or to Butterbean. You never gets their Butter being the 32 in the 9th job. He's never been that far. He takes 2 steps back and then lands the right hand. So, and the guy you needed against has so many different ways to fight. Butterbean giving him a talking 20 had losing records.